Hey, Rick.
Drop a like to this video if you love Pawn Stars. Hey there everyone, what's up? And welcome back to another video on Film Screeny. If you're a fan of Pawn Stars, then you must know about the deals they usually make. No wonder some turned out to be amazing, and some were foolish enough that left the audience speechless. You would want to know some overly insane Pawn Stars deals. So let's dive in to have a know-how of 7 of them. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright, now let's begin. 7. Worthless guitar. If you are obsessed with the Pawn Stars show, then you must be aware of how Rick adores guitars. He gets excited whenever he gets to see any seller entering with a guitar in hand. In one of the cases, a musician came into the pawn shop with his 1961 Vic Flick Fender Stratocaster. Although Vic Flick is a well-known name and was the original player of the theme of James Bond, Rick really liked it and decided to pay $55,000 for that masterpiece. Afterward, he came to know that the guitar has no certain case and couldn't be considered original anyway. But Rick had to sell it anyway, so he sold it out in an auction at a very low price.
It's in pretty damn good shape.
So where did you get this thing?
This guitar's been...
6. Wells Fargo Ball and Chain. This particular deal was a big blunder by Rick and the old man. A customer came into the shop carrying a box that had the logo of Wells Fargo & Co. The man opened the box to reveal a ball and chain set, which he claimed was authentic. But Rick and the old man knew at first glance that the item was fake because it was a little advanced for the era that it claimed to be in. Yet Rick gave the man $450 because he thought the box was worth something, until his little bubble was busted by the expert that came to verify the item and told him that the item was worth nothing and was a complete phony. Rick should have really trusted his instincts.
Yeah, opened in the 1870s. Originally, it was a territorial prison. Arizona wasn't even a state.
5. The Smurf Collection. This was another nightmare of a deal for the shop. A man came to the pawn shop bearing a collection of Smurf toys, which he collected over the course of 15 years, and he asked $15,000 for it. But an expert came in who told Chumlee and Corey that the collection, despite being exceptionally impressive, is not worth more than $4,000. Corey was a little hesitant to buy it as he previously had to throw out a collection like this one because he was unable to sell. However, he still bought it for $2,500 and regretted it later as he again had a collection of figurines he had to go through and sell. You really should have thought it through.
I'm hoping to take $12,000. It's a life collection, but...
4. A 1932 Lincoln Roadster. In Season 4, one of the unenthusiastic owners came to the pawn shop to sell a vintage Lincoln Roadster 1932. The name of the seller was Uncle Phil, who claimed that he had gotten it from a museum. The asking price was $100,000 for it. Although Rick figured the damages were to be repaired, but instantly offered $95,000. The seller returned home all satisfied. Meanwhile, the deal they made was terrible for Rick, yet amazing for the seller at the same time.
For their business. In perfect condition, this could sell as high as $170,000 at auction. But this is not...
3. An antique blood transfusion kit. You should inspect before even getting into a deal. Things can smack too many bits if you judge it wrong. Nevertheless, Chumlee is not considered as a professional, as he had done some weird deals, even foolishly. It was confirmed when he bought an antique blood transfusion kit, which was made in the 1800s, claimed by the seller. As it was of no use for an average person, therefore you can't expect it to be worthy. Though afterward, he sold it to another woman for only $125. 2. Stolen earrings. People can scam you easily if you are an expert. The same happened to an experienced pawnbroker, Rick. In 2010, a man came in with a pair of earrings. Rick did all possible questions to satisfy himself and the paperwork as well. But unfortunately, the person came prepared along with all the right answers. Moreover, manifested the receipt. However, Rick decided to pay him worth $40,000 for those earrings. But the very next day, police came to the pawn shop and exposed the fakeness of that stuff. So it turned out to be a sad day for the Pawn Stars.
Guy in a suit comes in the pawn shop, got a big set of diamond earrings.
1. 2,000-year-old coin. Usually, there are no law-breaking in pawn shop deals. The items are probably trouble-free when they are brought in the pawn shop. However, this particular item created quite a fuss when the pawn shop bought a 2,000-year-old coin, which, according to historians, belonged to Judas, which he traded when he betrayed Jesus. The boys had paid $1,600 for it, and it was later discovered that the coin was stolen. A detective had come into the shop and even told the guys that they had bought it for a price way over its worth. There you go, guys. These were deals that were pretty bad on the Pawn Stars. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, so it's never too late, give it a thumbs up, people. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.